Hi there. Two in one day. Whoa. It's welcome to Sunnyside Journals. I'm Catherine. I have just a little short and sweet. I have a little quick thing that I'm going to do, and I thought I'll show you how my brain works. um, so this is going to be the front page. When you open the cover, this is what you'll see in this World Book encyclopedia that I'm working on right now. And of course, it needed a little something. And I've been cutting through my Dick and Jane books that I have, and I found a really cute one. And I wish I hadn't started on it because I should have shown you what I was doing. But it basically was this little boy and little girl and their little dog sitting on the stairs, and I think that was up there, like that. And then this little flower pot was up here. Anyhow, I was fussy cutting. I wanted the little boy and the little girl, and it didn't dawn on me until I got to it that the little doggy's feet were compromised. And it's just driving me crazy. His feet are too short. They would have been down here if there wasn't, I forget what was in the way now. And I thought I could adjust it. Sometimes you can adjust things, like for example this mushroom that was in the Edith Holden book. It actually had an overlap of another mushroom right here, and I was able to just smoothly cut it, re-ink that edge, and you really can't tell that I doctored this fussy cut. And I hoped to be able to doctor this one. It's bugging me. So I think what I'm going to do is something that I really enjoy doing, so I don't mind that I have to do this. I want to put this little trio here that are enjoying this book right here. Adds a little punch of color. I like that right here you can still see the year 1929 for when this book was published, but I want to add a little something here because his feet are driving me nuts. And I can't use this. I love these geraniums. The geraniums in this picture, are they beautiful? And pink geraniums are my favorite color of geraniums. So I'm not sure yet, but I'm not going to worry about that one for now. What I'm thinking is I'm going to finish fussy cutting this. I was going to use this somewhere else in the book, but I'm thinking this is calling my name, and that I'm going to put it down here like this, and actually have some of these leaves overflowing out of the frame here, and have his knee overflowing out of the frame a little bit there. So let's get our scissors out and let's finish this little bit of fussy cutting. It doesn't have to be too precise. To quote Nancy at Wishes and Weeds, your distress ink will hide a multitude of sins. And it just really makes the colors pop. So we will be inking this after I finish fussy cutting it. So I want as many leaves as possible. I would like to cut around them, and to do it without a little white border. Sometimes I like a little white border, sometimes I don't want a little white border. Like for example, I did a little white border on the pot and I like it. But this one, I think part of the reason is because there would be no white over here when I fussy cut. And so sometimes that forces your decision whether you're going to have a little white border or not. If there's no white border to have, then decision's made, right? Now, sometimes I will come back and get a little area later. So let's just do this. If you hear Miss Dorothy start yapping her little head off, it could be because hubby's home, and I may have to pause for a second and run downstairs and unlock the front door. I have the screen door locked, but Dot likes to She has one of her multitude of little beds. Honestly, I think she's got like 9 little cat beds. She likes little cat beds. She's small like a cat and snuggly like a cat. And she's got, well, she's definitely got a bed in every room in her house. And some rooms she's got more than one. Like on the main floor of our house, she has 3 little cat beds. She has one at the back door so that she can watch the squirrels and the bunnies and the chipmunks. And then she likes one at the front door. So usually she likes to watch the children going to school. But at this time of year, she'll also watch people that are going out for walking their dogs or going to the park. Our park is open now, and you have to walk past our house to get to our local little playground. So she gets to see lots of families go by. And then she also has one up on the sofa. So if hubby and I are watching TV, she snuggles up at one end of the sofa. She's got a really cozy one there. So I thought I was going to save this. I'm not going to save it. And it's too close for me to make a word snippet out of. I would lose part of that R anyways. So there we go. Commitment cut's done. Read a story is done. So yeah, so if you hear barking and suddenly there's a little jump in the video, I apologize ahead of time. Oh, no, that can't be him already. Usually I can tell by the bark if it's somebody walking past the house that she's just not happy about. It'll be rah, rah, rah. If it's my hubby, it will be rah, 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 and it turns into a love fest. Like, oh, he's home. My favorite's home. I really like that bald human. I'm sure that's what she's thinking. Now, I still want to cut this little white part out. Yeah, and see, she stopped, so it wasn't, it's not him. And I didn't think it was, because he phoned me and said I'm on my way, and it can take him quite a while to get home from Toronto. He works in Toronto. So it can take him quite a while. Our rush hour traffic is abysmal. There we go. Now I'm thinking I might not worry too much about this white spots in here because this background is white and it probably won't be too noticeable. So now wait a second. I see a little piece that didn't come out. So let's grab you. There we go. Tweezers are handy. And after I finish this, I will be ready to start sewing signatures. I think we will be ready. So if I want them there like that, and I want his little feet camouflaged, I think I may draw that higher up. Trying to decide. I like that corner, so I'm thinking I might fussy cut some of these leaves off so that you'll still be able to see this corner. No gasping. We're going to do a commitment cut here. This is what it's all about. Oh, so this morning, I don't know if any of you watched my video from this morning, where I absolutely said, it is Monday. It's not Monday. I'm so out of whack here because it was a holiday weekend. Monday was the holiday. Today's Tuesday. Now, I don't know yet. I'm just snipping some of these out and seeing if I can work around it so that I can still have my little photo square showing. And if I do it like that, bring his little feet down a bit, then that looks cute. I don't mind that. Let's hold you down. That needs to come up a little bit. Or maybe that could go that way a little bit. Cute. Now I wonder if I could fit that in back there, because it's so pretty. I've got to make up my mind about this because it determines the layering that it gets glued down in. But that's basically the spirit that the original page was. I rather like that. But of course now I'm thinking these are all cut right to the edge and this one's not. So that means if I want to include this, I need to cut it right down to the edge of the illustration. All right, let's do it. I'm going to pause because otherwise I'm going to use up all my time and this won't be short and sweet at all. This is going to be like long and drawn out. So bear with me. I'm going to pause you and I'm going to cut this geranium and take the white edge off. So hold on. Okay. It was tricky. We got it done. All right, now I do need to ink around the edges. So let's move this. And I'm going to need this little guy. This little guy. So, here we go. Oh, okay, that sounds like a more determined bark. So hold on, I'm going to go check. I'm going to pause you for a second. Okay, it was him. He's home. She's happy. They're going to go down and watch the Maple Leafs play, oh, rats, I forget. Anyhow, he's a happy boy. He was able to get out of work early. Mind you, he was in early. He left here at 5 a.m. with a spring in his step. He loves his work. All right, so that's ready. I might want a little bit darker. This will give some areas a little bit more intense inking, and I like that. So I'll just those little tips and points will get it, but it gives a little dimension. There we go. And we need to do this one. Now I'm going to have to use my brush. This one, oh my goodness, what a fussy little area. What a fussy little area getting this. Come on. Come on. All right, so you know what? I was putting these, trying to place these where I think I want them. And I moved the little girl and the little boy over. So the 1929 is here between her feet instead of between the little dog. And I think I like that. I think I like that better. Like that. I think that looks really pretty. I can still see my little photo corner here, which is what I wanted. I still have these cascading. So now I have to do my little cheaty thing that I do so that I know where I want to put it. I'm just going to sort of do some pencil marks so that I know approximately where I want these little people and doggy to go. And that way, after I've glued them down, I can erase these pencil marks. All right, so let me hold that up so you can see what I just did. So I just did very, don't move. I did very faint pencil marks so that when I glue these down, I'll know where I want to place them again, approximately, and then I can erase those. All right, I think because this is on scrapbook paper, I think I can safely go ahead and just use my art glitter glue. So let's do that. So this goes on last, this goes on next, and that goes on first. Who's on first? I don't know who's on second. All right, I inked this, but some of it doesn't look very inky. Hold on, bear with me. I left that white in there because the background where it's going to go down is white anyways. So might as well just leave it in there. Only you and I will know, right? It's our little secret. Now that's a big blop for that tiny little bit of the geranium. So I'm just going to take that off so that it doesn't ooze out onto our beautiful front page that we're creating here. Now I'm going to stand up so I can get a better look. And this went here, like that. I hope. There's no going back now. That was the commitment pad. Oh, that looks nice. See what I mean? The white there? Can't tell. I forget what year this is one of the really earlier ones, 1940s. They're great for fussy cutting because they're falling apart anyways, and they might as well be used for their fabulous artwork. All right, so now these little friends here are going to go about there. Yep, because I want that 1929 right there. All right, you're next. So you can see how it was. It once was a children's book. I wonder how many children read this book. Now I got someone at the door. Hold on. Rats, my... Okay, sorry about that. The one at the door was my son, the one who brought me the flowers that were wrapped in this beautiful paper. He was out for a bike ride, and so he dropped by and we sat 6 feet apart and had a lovely visit. He's a good boy. He's the one that we're waiting on baby number 3, but we're happy for baby number 3 to just stay put for a little bit longer. Because baby number 3's older sister was a little early. She needed a little bit of help at first, and that's a worry. Any of you that have had a baby in your family that have been a preemie, it's a worry. Some of them can really, really struggle. And of course, when you're a parent, your little baby is everything. There we go. Okay, so I even forget where I left off in the conversation, because quite honestly, thank goodness for the pause. I think I've been gone for half an hour. Time flies. So let's just finish putting this down, and then we'll finish up. So then I guess I better, oh, come on. Then I got to figure out dinner. I think Sweetie Pie just wants wings because he's watching his hockey, and he wants something that he can come upstairs, grab a plate, and take him back downstairs and watch his game. So that's okay with me. All right, I'm going to stand up so I can see where I'm going to plop this. Now that, oh, that's glue. All right, now where did I? There, and there, and there. Oh, that looks nice. Love it. Oh, that just makes me so happy. All right, where is my little eraser? There we go. And then we just go in and take away those little pencil marks. Very gently. There we go. Gee, it was nice to see him. We had a nice little visit on the porch, caught up on everything. He's awfully smart. He came out smart. And I always learn something. When after he's gone, I've always learned something. So he taught me even more things about COVID and about how pandemics work, and I just love his logical brain. He's very much like he's like my Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, but he's not quite so quirky as Sheldon. But that logical thinking, that's my boy. The logical thinking. Well, that's not logical. This is this and this and this. Oh, I didn't know. Whereas, of course, this passionate mother who wears her heart on her sleeve somehow raised this lovable, logical boy. Alrighty, there. I think we're done. Let me bring this up so that you can see. Look how cute that turned out. Isn't that pretty? That turned out pretty. Now I got to find one more. I found one more picture in looking through all those old books. Isn't that pretty? Driftwood Lane. I like this one because it's a little boy sitting just relaxing at the bottom of a big tree. And I'd like to find a way to incorporate that somewhere. But I'll be putting this somewhere in the book, and I can actually do it later if I want. It doesn't have to be right now, because right now I got my template ready, and I'm going to be sewing these next. So probably the next time we get together, I will probably have the book together, and then we'll start having some more fun as far as decorating. So my short and sweet actually ended up being 25 minutes because I talked too much, and I apologize for that. But anyhow, there's that. Take care. I hope you're continuing to stay safe and healthy, and we'll talk soon. Bye.